right, James, looks like they're right up in front of us here. You see him?
Yeah,
Got his
see
tail
the tails
out?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn this on low. Right up to him and just kind of pitching to him. It looks like they're just kind of rooting around a little bit. James, look at those tails. You ever seen redfish like that?
No, not that big, Blair. No way.
These are some monsters. Monster fish. Go ahead and put out as far as you can. Let's stick this one out there too. See him just milling around?
They're just tailing around right in the middle of the crab.
So you got it? So you got it?
Yeah.
Set up on him. Set him. There you go. Fish on. Look at him coming under the boat. Yeah, that fish don't even know he's hooked yet,
he
bro.
ain't took off yet. Oh, there's a
There's a little
head shake.
head shake. Not too shabby for the first fish of the morning, huh?
No, sir.
Oh, not bad.
There he goes.
A little head shake. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We're back in Mosquito Lagoon, back here on my home turf, and I got Capt James Brown with me. And he's hooked
There
up
he
to the
goes.
biggest redfish of his life right now. You think?
Yes, sir.
I met James at the Pediatric Cancer Foundation tournament that's held every year over in St. Pete. We've been trying to get together and do a redfish show here for what, about 4 or 5 years now?
About 4 years now.
At least that. He's got a story you guys need to hear, so y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing, catching redfish in the
There he
Mosquito
goes.
Lagoon with James Brown. And I feel good.
Me too. Wrong two guys and got a hold of him.
Not too shabby for the first fish of the morning, huh?
No, sir. Oh, there he goes. 45 minutes later.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's a Mogan.
that's a Mogan. That's a super Mogan.
That's a Mogan. Oh, there he goes.
But one good thing, he's separate away from the school now.
Right.
And one thing, when I used to use mono a lot, what would happen is he'd swim right back through the school, and the other fish swim with their mouth open, or that line gets caught in their mouth or on their tails, and end up absolutely just snapping the line real quick. So thank goodness for Power Pro. I saw that line jump a couple times when he was in the school.
Yeah. Man, that's a big redfish.
I'm gonna pull the power pole up so he can
Oh,
pull
there
it.
he goes.
Yeah, that's a big red. So what's the biggest redfish of your life now?
On the end of this line.
I miss these fish over here, I tell you.
You ain't lying.
You know, over there where I'm teaching that fishing academy at IMG, right off a long bar, you can get some good sized redfish, but they're nowhere near the size of these Space Coast reds. Now, where do you see this one? That's a good fish.
I just don't even feel like you could turn him if you wanted to.
No, you couldn't. You gotta go till they give up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now he's realizing he's hooked.
There he goes. Oh, yeah.
Looks like you got a manatee on the end of
Yeah.
the line there. So what you think, James Brown?
Oh, man, been waiting 5 years for this. This is a good fish.
So how do you think this redfish should do at the Pediatric Cancer Foundation tournament?
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay, this would be the first place redfish right here, definitely.
You know, James, how we got up on those fish just then, we used the Minn Kota and we went real slow. And you only put it on like a quarter speed and it doesn't spook the fish. And as you come up to them slow, you know, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down until you finally get off. And that's when you stuck the power pole down and kaboom. It was game on.
Fish on.
Man, you know it's early. We ain't even got our coasters on yet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep, now they're on. Now I look like myself. You see that crab on the end of the line there?
Yeah.
So many times that crab will move up the line, and if that fish happens to swim back through the school, the other fish will go and eat that crab and bust your line.
Man, that's a big redfish.
That's worth a 5-year wait, ain't it?
Yeah, definitely. Just hoping ain't another 5 years before I get my next one.
Well, you know where they're at now.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like. You see your line in the water, and then 4 feet behind it, you see the tail.
Yeah, it's only 8-pound test Power Pro on there.
Well, we've had him this close 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they'll usually do 3 real good runs. The fish that are over 40 inches like this, you'll get them to do 3 pretty good runs out. And then they'll come in. Oh, yeah, that's the biggest one.
Yeah, he's wearing down.
Wearing down slow.
That head.
You know, I'll never get sick of catching redfish, man.
Never. Especially when it's that big.
Wait till you see this fish, guys. I'll be able to show y'all how I hold these fish too. A lot of people say
properly hold.
You know, you're sticking your finger in their gills. I'm not really. That's good redfish.
That's a Mogan, brother.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna lay him up on the deck.
Wow! Oh my God!
Now there's your redfish, bro.
That's a big redfish.
How'd that do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. That's the biggest redfish of my life.
Well, that one right there would classify as anybody's biggest redfish of their life right there. That's a good 35-pound redfish right there.
Wow.
He is thick too. How's that for a redfish from Mosquito Lagoon?
It's a good one.
First fish of the day. What are we gonna do next?
I don't know.
Well, let me get him down here in the water. Come on, big boy. Look at the spots on him.
Yeah, he's got a couple, don't he?
All right, James, if you want to do a mount on this one, I'd say he's about 43, 44 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots on that side. 1, 2, 3, 5 on that side.
Wow.
We're gonna send him back to school.
Definitely.
Carry on,
There
baby.
he goes. Blair.
What do you think of that, brother?
That was awesome. I can't wait to do it again.
Woo! It's amazing. I got the guide on those for about 15 years. And I got chills going up down my spine right now. I will never get tired of doing
Never, ever.
Never. Well, we're gonna tie on a fresh bait, see if we can find that school again. Y'all stay tuned, we'll be right back. Just lead that front fish out there to the right at 3. Coming right to us. Well, welcome back. As you can see, I'm up on the poling platform, which is a position that I'm not normally in these days. That 16-foot migration to the front of the boat only took about 15 years. You know, I actually thought these fish today weren't going to cooperate too good because of the full moon last night. But woke up this morning and saw the moon up there, and it was nice and bright, and all of a sudden it started disappearing. And it was actually a lunar eclipse. And you know, yesterday Venus was so close to the moon, and it was so bright. It was a phenomenon that, you know, it's pretty wild. Most likely it could have been a mullet because you got that. Oh, there's a redfish just came up right there. That's them right there. 3 o'clock. See him up top?
Yeah.
Oh, gonna miss him. You don't mind if I catch one here, do you?
No, go ahead.
Oh, slapped you with crab meat. Shouldn't take long. Oh, he's on it. There he is.
Oh, go ahead. I'm glad you got him. Well, them snuck up on us.
They just snuck up, man. You never know.
Never.
Always keep your eyes peeled. Oh, man. You had one come on it.
Yeah.
The sweet sound of Power Pros singing through your guides. Don't get much better than that, does it? Yeah, he's foul hooked.
Is he?
Yeah. He definitely ate it because I felt it go boom, boom. He ain't as big as the one you got this morning, but
Yes, sir. It will work.
he's a good size one. It's in his mouth. He's not foul hooked. Anybody that don't know what foul hooking means is just a lot of times if you throw out in front of a school like that and they swim through your line, you just end up snagging them instead of getting them in the mouth.
A nice fish, Blair. He's waking up now.
Yeah, he's waking up. You got him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't nowhere near the size yours was, but you know, he'll do. He will definitely do.
It's a good fish, Blair.
Thank you, sir. Set this down. Down in his mouth. You know, the only thing I don't like about using these J-style hooks, that right there, is that it tends to get him in the throat a lot of times. But that fish right there was a long time coming. we've been up and down the lagoon here, actually going from spot to spot. And actually, we're headed back up into the marsh to go do a little bit of sight fishing and just plucking them off here and there. And happened to just bump a school up right here on the flat. So we stopped and you see the results. Mighty fine specimen of a redfish. That one will work. We'll let this guy go here.
That's the best part about it. There he goes.
He was ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for spotting those fish,
man.
brother.
No problem.
I'm glad you're able to be on the front of the boat and spot them. And what I mean by that, y'all, is I met James at the Pediatric Cancer Foundation tournament. We were talking about that earlier when he was fighting his fish. But James has got a story that I'd like him to share with everybody out there about how we came to meet each other, and plus how you got the cancer, and basically what the doctors told you.
Yeah, when I was 16 years old, my life kind of got put on a standstill. I was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma. It's just a tumor that come up in my left shoulder. And it all started when I tore a muscle in my left shoulder, my left deltoid muscle. And went in and got the muscle repaired, and went back a week later to get the stitches taken out, and the doctor told me they sent it off for a biopsy, and it come back 110% positive for rhabdomyosarcoma.
Something I can't hardly pronounce.
Yeah, within 3 days after I found out, I was getting my first round of chemotherapy at All Children's Hospital, and that's when reality really set in. And, I do got cancer. What am I going to do about it? And they told me if I wouldn't have got, if they wouldn't have started chemo when they did, I was 16 years old then, I wouldn't have lived to see my graduation at 18. They said it would have spread to my lungs, liver, lymph nodes, etc.
And that's first year after. That's when I met him at the fishing tournament.
Correct.
And we had talked, and we were going to do a show, but then you had a relapse.
Yeah.
That came back on you. That's got to be tough.
And definitely the hardest thing about going through it one time is when they tell you it comes back. It relapsed after about 6 months after my first round. Going through it one time's hard, but going through it second time is definitely harder. Any one of them can tell you the main thing that helped me get through it was being able to be out here on the water. I used to lay in the hospital bed and watch Blair Wiggins on TV, catching these mogans, but man, I'd give anything to be out there catching them fish today. And I just one day I'll get there. And after another year of chemo for the second time, we finally got rid of all of it, and they ended up taking my left deltoid muscle out. And as you can see, it really don't affect me from fishing today.
No, not at all.
It won't stop me.
Well, I tell you, it's good to have you out here.
Definitely.
I'm glad you're able to be here with us and enjoy Mosquito Lagoon finally after what, six years now?
Yeah, it's going on 6 years this November.
So heck, I'll get up there and pull you around some more. But
yeah.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more addictive fishing from Mosquito Lagoon. Point where your rod, James. To the left, right there. See that pink color in the water? Kind of a orangish color.
There's some right here too.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the school. Cast from there. Good shot. Hey, I think he ate it.
Fish on.
Way to go, brother, man.
Look at that school of fish, Blair.
That is a school and a half of fish there, bro. I'm gonna see if I can double up on him, get another one.
There he is.
Man, that's a school of redfish, ain't it?
Yeah, he did. He inhaled that DOA, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You sure that ain't a bonefish you got on there, brother?
No kidding. Wow. He is not happy.
He ain't happy at all. That ain't a bad fish, man. It's about the size of them Tampa Bay redfish, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big redfish.
Yeah, about all these fish are about out of the same cookie cutter, which means they're all about the same size. Yes, sir, that ain't a bad redfish.
Oh, that's a good one.
God, they're so pretty. Hey, you know what? That one's kind of unique. He doesn't have a spot one on him, does he?
Yeah, he don't have one. DOA right out of the corner of his mouth.
He didn't hesitate at all about eating that DOA, did he? I think that one is about done.
Yes, sir.
You right McGilled him to death. Let's see if I can grab this guy. Come on, dude. Yeah, this one doesn't have a spot on him, it doesn't look like. No, he's got one little spot right there.
One little spot for one big redfish.
Man, he jumped all over that DOA, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
DOA gold glitter shrimp, getting her done today. on a redfish. You think we can find that school again?
Oh yeah, let's go get
There's
it.
only about 300 fish in that
Yeah.
school. Yeah, he's about ready. Come on, get on. I want to get that school.
There it goes.
Come on, right under the boat. Are you ready for another one of them?
Yeah, let's go get one of the 300 out there.
There's a big school of fish over there. Hope y'all were able to see that one. Oh, there they are, right back there. Let me get them a perch.
Rig It Right by Wright and McGill.
On today's Rig It Right segment, I'm going to show you what we were using out there today catching those big redfish. James happened to be throwing the gold glitter shrimp right here, rigged with 30-pound test fluorocarbon leader, and always use fluorocarbon just if it brings another bite. Like I said, it's done its job for me. We've got it rigged to 8-pound test Power Pro. He was throwing the 7.9 Signature Series rod, and he had the 2500 size reel on there. It holds a lot of line since we're only using that 8-pound test Power Pro, and it was definitely getting the job done today. I, on the other hand, was throwing crab, which is basically redfish's favorite thing to eat out there. Had a 7/0 offset J hook by Laser Sharp. It gets the job done real well. 30-pound test leader, 7'9" Signature Series rod, and I happen to be throwing the 4000 size reel here. It's just a real big line capacity. Get lots of turn on that and you can get the fish in a lot quicker. And it's just a lot sturdier reel. I'm gonna show you how we were rigging these crab up too as well. First thing you wanna do is go ahead and pop the claws off of them. Toss those away, you don't need those. And when you pop the shell of it off, you want to take and put your fingers right down on his flipper here, turn it over and put your thumb on this side, and you go opposite ways, and that top just pops right on off. You basically toss that aside, you don't want to use that part of the crab, and you break him in half like this. Now you just use one side of the crab at one time, and what you do is you take your J hook, and you come right inside the flipper part of the crab, or there's a little soft spot in there to get that hook to go around, and you basically have it rigged just like that. You can take it, and when you hook it in the flipper like that, you can throw it real far. Some of the meat might sling out of the crab, but the main part is going to get in front of those redfish. Basically get you a fish on the end of the line, you can get them to the boat. That's your basic Rig It Right section for today. Hope you can get to Mosquito Lagoon and catch you some fish.
Rig It Right by Wright and McGill.
Oh, oh.
Get him.
Oh man.
Gotta love it.
You know, you got a school of redfish like that. It's tough to hold back, you know?
Yeah, oh, I don't blame you.
There he comes. Man, this one almost a slop fish here. Oh, he's gonna come right under the boat.
Good fish.
That ain't a bad fish at all.
Good fish.
Right to you.
Sir.
Good job. Nice redfish. You gotta prove to everybody that they're not the same fish. Like I said, they come out of the cookie cutter.
Yep.
That one there's got 3 spots. You got 2 on one.
That one don't have a DOA in the side of his head either.
Yeah, that's true. You can let him go if you want. That's a pretty fish.
Yeah, he is.
Was that worth a 5-year wait?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely be back.
You know where they're at. You can come over here and do it.
He's still got a lot of fight in him.
He's about ready, ain't he?
Yes, sir. There he goes.
Come on. Back down to the flats.
Yes, sir.
James, I know it took a while to get you over here to get these fish from Mosquito Lagoon, but I'm glad you finally made it over.
Me too.
I said, James started his own guide business down. He's guiding out of Tampa Bay, and if y'all ever want to do it, you're on the snook, the reds, trout, tarpon, about everything that we like to catch.
That's it.
So just go to the website. I'm sure you can book him there. We'll get him on the website as part of the charter deal. And hey, started off slow, but bro,
There.
we closed strong.
We got it.
You got your Mogan, didn't you?
Got the Mogan.
The super Mogan.
Got it.
Once again, don't forget about the website, addictivefishing.com, and we'll see y'all next week.
Wow.
He ain't as big as the one you got this morning, but
It's a good one.
good size.
Go ahead.
Oh, slap your little crab meat.
There it is.
That's good redfish.
It's a Mogan, Mo.
There he is, bro. How's that for a redfish from Mosquito Lagoon?